In the last episode, we built a basic mob farm using a few mob spawners. So we have slime, skeleton, creeper, and a few other things going ahead and helping us get the fertilized essence for, you guessed it, the lily pads of fertility. Last episode, we also happened to go ahead and start our mystical agriculture farm over here with the lily pads right below it. And yeah, I have went ahead and disabled the nature essence for now. We will be fixing this at some point. However, in today's episode, I do want to get up and running the ore processing, and in between episodes I tried to go ahead and throw these ore pieces into compacting drawers, which didn't work. So today I had to figure out how I'm going to do it, and I did do a little bit of off-camera testing, and I think I have a method that is going to work pretty fondly. Now, we are going to go ahead and use the sophisticated backpack mod again, of course, one of my favorite storage mods, and we're going to go ahead and make a netherite barrel. Now, that is very much intentional because, well, we can go ahead and store a lot of items in said barrel if we use the appropriate upgrades, and it also has a compacting upgrade which is going to allow us to go ahead and craft the ores. Okay, so here is the plan. What we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our barrels all the way up to netherite, and yes, netherite, there you go. And we're gonna go ahead and make some stacker upgrades, and we're gonna go all the way up to tier 5. Yes, I know, crazy to think that I'm gonna go all the way up to tier 5, but it's gonna be worth it in the end, I think. So to do that, it's gonna require a few things. So we know that we can only make at least 4 of these, by the way, right? So that means, or sorry, we can only make 2 of these upgrades. So it's actually not that expensive material wise once you realize we can only use 2 of them, right? So we're gonna go ahead and make a bunch of these like so. It shouldn't be too hard for us at all. We are going to need a little bit more gold, and once I go ahead and do this, we're going to be able to quickly set up ore processing. I'm thinking we're going to make another energized smelter, but we're going to go ahead and fully upgrade it to its maximum capacity with the ultimate tier installers as well, because yeah, we're going to definitely need some of that that good and that fast smelting for sure. There we go. And I went ahead and sifted a ton of Blackstone to go ahead and get basically as much netherite as we can possibly need for set upgrades. So now that we have these upgrades, beautiful, we're going to want a advanced compacting upgrade from the sophisticated backpacks mod, which I believe this one, it's a bit confusing because they don't really say which one goes into which, right? Like which one of these goes into the backpack and which one of these goes into the barrel, right? Which is really annoying that you have to sit here and figure out which ones go into which. Okay, and then you're gonna want the 4-piston recipe, and then the 4-piston recipe goes into making this guy. I hope I chose the right one. What we're gonna go ahead and do is go ahead and place down our netherite barrel right here, like so. We're gonna put the advanced compacting upgrade. Good, we did choose the right one, and then put our 2 tier 5 upgrades in here, like so. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do is do a quick and simple logistics pipe moving items thing. So we're gonna need some logistic pipes. Okay, so with the ultimate logistical transporter acquired, what we're gonna go ahead and do is make sure that we put these all on here like so, and then go ahead and configure this bad boy to go ahead and pull out all of the things that we need to go ahead and put into this barrel, right? All the ore chunks like so. And once we do that, I believe we're gonna have to change one setting inside of here to go ahead and make sure that it auto compacts down to what we want here. So in the advanced compression upgrade here, what we're gonna go ahead and do is make sure it's set to craft any, and it should go ahead and craft all of these things. Okay, so the next big task is going to be, unfortunately, making another energized smelter and also another enrichment chamber. Hopefully we can go ahead and make those things relatively easily, but I'm not really too sure. So enrichment chamber, let's go ahead and go with the basic one for now. This should be good to go. We're gonna need a lot of steel casings. I think think that is good. So there you go. There is your enrichment chamber. And then we're going to need the energized smelter. Now, I kind of wished that Mechanism took a page out of Thermal's book and like how we have the integral components. I wish they did that for the ultimate freaking installer upgrade, because that would have been so sick. But no, you gotta do them one by one, which is kind of annoying, honestly. But you know what? It is what it is. Let's go ahead and make 2 of those bad boys. And then let's go ahead and make 2 of the advanced. All right, we need advanced circuits. I totally forgot about that. We're gonna, I think, need like 6 or maybe 8 of these total or something. I really hope that we don't need too many of those. Oh, we need more of those alloys. Okay, so here is the plan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take our stuff here. Oh, why are we getting those guys? Oh, those are the extras. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I think it's gonna be fine. What we're gonna do is take our enrichment chamber like so. We'll go ahead and place this down like so. Place the enrichment chamber like so. Let's go ahead and input all of our installer upgrades on there like so. Boom, 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 and boom. Let's go ahead and make sure that this is auto splits on. Beautiful. Input on the bottom, output on the top, auto eject. Sure. And then let's go ahead and put our energized smelter like so and do the exact same thing. So boom, 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 and boom, like so. The split is on like so, and then that should be good to go. Let's go ahead and put this auto eject to the top like that, and then that should be good. The only thing that we're gonna need here is some flux points, but also maybe a storage drawer controller, and that should be good. And I think this time around I'm gonna go with a little bit smarter actually, and actually using our whatchamacallit, the compacting drawers that I made in between episodes to go ahead and store all of our ingots, right? So that way they can be compacted into their nuggets and block forms automatically, which would make our life 20 times easier. Okay, so I should be able to go ahead and take these speed upgrades and put them on both of these, and then also the energy upgrades as well. And we should now start to process. Oh boy, we're processing at god speeds. Look at it go. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to want to go ahead and do is quickly set up a drawer controller if we can. There we go. There's your drawer controller. That's gonna come up here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my tools. Let me also grab the compacting drawers. I should also probably get ready to stage these things. So if I do something like this, and that, you're gonna give me all of your zinc ingots, please, and you'll get that like that. And you're currently just working on, oh yeah, that's what I was kind of afraid of. So I guess, yeah, aluminum, zinc we've already done, gold, copper, iron. Let me sort these out and we'll be right back. Okay, so with them all configured, I should, in theory, be able to go ahead and grab my linking tool, go ahead and shift click on this bad boy up here, and then go ahead and link all these drawers to said machine like so. And they should start to go ahead and auto export right into this bad boy right here. Also, we're probably going to want to go ahead and take some void upgrades and put them on these drawers. I don't really think it's necessary, but I mean, I guess it is kind of necessary because it will get clogged up, and we really don't want this to get clogged as much as possible. So okay, so for my next magic trick, I'm gonna go ahead and grab our old ender chest from our old farm like so, because I went ahead and built up a little bit of a platform over here to go ahead and take all of our stuff from this guy over here, go ahead and put it in a drawer system over here. That way we can go ahead and start building a mega inferium or a mega mystical agriculture farm. Okay, I should be able to go ahead and grab myself some inferium from over here like so. Let me also grab a few stacks of this stuff as well and start to go ahead and build up ourselves a nice little lily pad of fertility farm. Okay, so with the lily pad of fertility farm fully, upgraded with lily pads of fertility, this should be growing insanely fast, and I mean insanely fast. So all you have to go ahead and do is grab some item pipes. I actually might even consider making some netherite item pipes because, well, it's gonna be a little crazy if I probably don't decide to go ahead and do this, because I'm pretty sure these are gonna like instant grow, which is gonna be quite a bit of a problem for us. I actually might consider making like maybe like 2 of these or something, and it should be fine. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. How fast is this farm truly gonna be? If I go ahead and put this down, oh yeah, look at how fast that's going up. I'm gonna go ahead and take this and shove it in here like so, and then start by grabbing ourselves some nature essence like so and putting them in here. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is take our ender chest like so and go ahead and put it right behind here, and hopefully this is going to be more than fast enough to go ahead and extract a bunch of items out of here at like near instant speed. Also, what might be worth doing here as well is potentially upgrading our ender chest to go ahead and store way more stuff. As soon as I go ahead and empty this out and then, you know, have this come over here and start dumping stuff into here, hopefully this should be good enough. I want to go ahead and say it's ender pearls that is required to go ahead and upgrade the ender chest. Do I shift click it on there? I think I do. Yeah, you shift click them on there and it should, yeah, beautiful. You know what I just realized? Now that we're, you know, getting our ore processed right now, we can probably make all of the upgrades super easily because they require blocks, right? And we have the compacting drawers now, which means that we're automatically making the blocks, which is so good. Okay, so here is my plan. I think I want to go ahead, now that we have our ore processing up and going, I want to go ahead and make the master infusion crystal if I can. I don't know how much inferium I'm going to need here because, you know, making these crystals is going to be really annoying. So we need 4 insanium, but we're going to need prosperity. How much prosperity do we have? Honestly, not that much. Now there's got to be a way to farm this, right? In some sort of capacity. I would assume you can get it from sieving. Soul sand. You know what, actually? Getting soul sand is probably going to be relatively easy because we can just get it from mystical agriculture essence, which is going to be fire essence and nether essence, which the nether seeds isn't too bad to make. It's a tier 2, which needs nether agglomerate, which needs soul sand, netherrack, and it's going to need some nether bricks and some nether wart, which I believe we already have most of those things except for the soul sand, but soul sand isn't too hard to make, and fire agglomerate is pretty easy, just needing some clay and some lava buckets with some dirt and gravel, which luckily we already have. And the fire seeds are a tier 1 seed, so they're actually not too bad at all, which is thankfully great. But now we have to go ahead and make the tier 2 seed, or the prudentium for the tier 2 seed, which should be relatively easy once we get some inferium from our little system over here, which shouldn't be that bad. We have over 20,000 inferium, thankfully, due to this farm being so fast, which is so good. We're gonna have all the inferium that we're ever gonna need for the rest of the series, which is even better. There we go, 4 of those bad boys like so, and then we should be pretty much ready to go ahead and go and build up these essences over in our mystical agriculture area. And just like that, we should be able to plant our seeds down just like that, and then go ahead and grab the fire and the nether essence and put them in their respective drawers like so. And then they should start to grow really fast over here, hopefully. Now we should be able to take this and be able to make infinite soul sand, but I don't know why this is not going as fast as I thought it would be going. I made soul sand and I unlocked like 80 quests. What is going on over here? Yeah, dude, I'm really disappointed that this is not going faster than, you know what, actually, what happens if I happen to just like accelerate the ground? Does it make it faster? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it's doing anything, but wow. Okay, all right, you start growing. I guess we're gonna have to wait a while for that to work. There's only 1 or 2 ways that you can make soul sand, I think, other than doing the mystical agriculture way. There is, oh, you can do it with this stuff with the combiner. Cool. We can do it with mana duping, which is not happening. We can actually bulk haunt the sand, and obviously the witch water, which we did at first, philosopher stone. Can the actual, oh no, that was the sludge refiner. Never mind, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, so I need to set up the auto sifting for soul sand, but also for crushed netherrack. And the way that we're generating netherrack right now is through the igneous extruder, which is fine and all, but do I want to move it, or do I just keep it here and use like laser IO or something to move the items? I guess I could do it right here, right? Like nothing is stopping me from doing it like right there in particular. So if I grab, I guess, an auto hammer, right? What are the things over here called? The flux hammers. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and kind of crush our netherrack. So the flux hammer, man, getting this ore processing was such a good idea, because just not having to like, you know, handcraft a bunch of stuff anymore is so nice, honestly. So there we go. We'll go ahead and get one of those bad boys, and then go ahead and make a flux hammer like so. Bam, bam, boom. And then I guess we'll need 2 of these flux sieves, by the way, and maybe actually a second flux hammer as well, because I don't know if I directly sieve soul sand or if I make it crushed variant. So soul sand looks like it doesn't need to be crushed. Yeah, it doesn't need to be crushed. Okay, so that's fine. Interesting. I guess the way we'll do that then is we'll make a crafter from RF tools like so, and grab ourselves some item pipes from the item pipes mod, and we'll go ahead and set up a few crafting recipes for that. So I need some flux points as well, and we should be good to go. Okay, so I should be able to take this item pipe like so, and take it and put the flux hammer on top like so. I hope I can input from the bottom. I'm not entirely sure here. So if I go ahead and take my configurator and configure this bad boy, we should see that we are getting netherrack in here. Beautiful. And then I believe I take my flux sieve like so and put it in front of this guy like so. Go ahead and put down some of the flux points, make sure that they have power, and then I guess we're gonna need to put some sort of barrel on that thing. Okay, let's go and make the mesh as well. We're gonna need at least 2 netherite meshes for this, and hopefully they're not too expensive. So the string mesh shouldn't be too bad to make. Then we want the flint one as well with that, and then we're gonna make the iron, and then the gold, and then the diamond, and then you know how this all goes from here. Bam, bam, boom. Make sure that we get the gold one as well. Boom and boom with the diamond as well. Dude, these are so cheap. Boom and boom. And then I believe it requires the smithing table for this as well. So we're gonna need at least 2 netherite, which we have in our inventory. Wow, we blew through all of our netherite already. Not ideal, not great, but you know what? It is what it is. Boom, 2 of those like so. And then that should allow me to go ahead and put this inside of here like so. And I almost wonder if I can rotate this with a wrench and then have it work. No, it doesn't seem to be working, which is really frustrating sometimes. So it turns out it was the bottom. There it is. Now I think what I need to go ahead and do is actually make the upgrades for this bad boy, because of course we want it to be upgraded, right? We definitely want this to be upgraded for sure. So let's go ahead and make a few upgrades. It's gonna cost us quite a bit. So there you go. And oh wait, we don't have enough to make the netherite upgrades. Well, there it is. Then I guess diamond upgrades it is. So you'll get at least 1, and then you'll get 1 as well. Go ahead and crush up that even faster to go ahead and process this even faster for us and get us Blackstone pebbles. I'm just gonna quickly set up a way to transport the items. I'm gonna use the, where is it? The ultimate logistical transporters that I have. There we go. And then set this up like this. And I guess we can put it like right here. That should be fine. I did make a ender chest in between cuts there, and I should be able to say boom and boom, dump all that stuff in there, and then come underneath the base like so, and drop this other ender chest right here, and then have that pull into this as well. And it should, in theory, keep up with the demand, I'm also going to go ahead and get some ender pearls like so. And I'm going to go ahead and extend the inventory of the ender chest to be 27 slots. So that way we have plenty of room for all of our sifting materials to go inside of said thing here and be good to go. And it does look like it's keeping up nice and good. And now that's automated, so we can have full on nether quartz automation. Okay, so for the next thing that we're going to set up is soul sand. So what we're going to do is come over here and set up a simple little crafter like so. That's going to come right here, and it's going to basically run some item pipes like this and this. Let me grab some cobblestone from my system here, and then I think what I'm going to do is have it set up so it basically does something like this. The bottom row is going to be all cobblestone, and then the top row will be just made for fire and nether essence like so. So like I guess 4 of each essence should be more than plenty, I think, for this. So maybe not even the entire top row will have the essence covered like that. And then we're gonna hit the remember button, and it should remember the place of all the blocks like so. And then all we're gonna do is it didn't remember the settings for these guys. Let's just double check to make sure that these are all remembered like so. And then we should be good to go to start crafting the recipes. So make sure that we put 1 fire essence in the middle with the 8 nether essence like so. And that's gonna go ahead and craft soul sand externally like so. Very fast, beautiful. And then all I have to do is come over here and configure these guys to make sure that they pull out, and then give them some upgrades like so. And then we should start to make a bunch of soul sand very quickly. And I guess what we'll do is we'll basically just pump out of the front here into a drawer like so, and then we should be good to go. Let me also make sure that this gets a upgrade so it's nice and fast. Go ahead and make sure that this guy is locked indeed. Beautiful. And we should be good to go. The last thing that I need to go ahead and do is just set up a basic power thing for this, which shouldn't be too hard at all. And you know what? I might even do all the sifting like right here, so it isn't too terrible at all for us. So all I do is this and call it a day like so. And you know what? I guess we'll go ahead and do the sifting like so. So I'll do this by placing that down, putting the flux sieve down like so, making sure that it's basically auto outputting into a maybe an ender chest. Actually, this actually might work actually if I auto output to a ender chest, which make sure that you get your diamond upgrades like so. You're gonna need some power. That's fine. What I'll do is have that auto export into a ender chest. Hopefully this works. I don't know if it's actually gonna count that as an inventory. Let's find out. And out of energy. Okay, so it's complaining it doesn't have enough energy. So I guess what I could do maybe is I don't really want to make another flux point if I don't have to, but actually, you know, I have a spare one. Never mind. I actually have a spare flux point. That's kind of funny. There you go. You got power now. And yeah, it seems to really enjoy that. And we're gonna have, okay, we're getting prosperity. Yeah, we don't have a spot for prosperity at the moment, so let's go ahead and make sure that we get a nice little drawer for that bad boy. That's the only reason why I wanted this to be set up, is because I wanted prosperity, right, for getting into mystical agriculture. So there you go. And let's go ahead and set this bad boy up. Do I want to compacting drawer this? I don't think so. So do something like that. And prosperity is in the house. Make sure it's linked up and locked like so. And then I guess we're gonna need some upgrades for that. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and set up a way to go ahead and automate Blackstone. And I believe there's technically a way to do it with nether essence, but that's not what I'm really looking for. I know I can bulk haunt it, but also I believe there is indeed a igneous extruder recipe, but it requires blue ice. Blue ice then needs packed ice, and packed ice then needs ice. And then I believe there's actually a really simple way to get ice, and that is through the the blast chiller from thermal expansion, but that does look like that needs packed ice originally. So I think the way to do it then is going to be using the floating pure daisy, right? Or is it the pure daisy, the one that gives us the living rock? I believe it's called the pure daisy. Where is said item? Yeah, they're floating pure daisies. So if we go ahead and upgrade these to a floating variant, we should be able to go ahead and make us the ice that we need. Okay, so to get ice with the pure daisy, what we're going to go ahead and do is block off all of these sections like so that way we can go ahead and put some water buckets down right next to the floating pure daisy. And because it's covered, it's floating, right? We can technically get away with putting down a water bucket right next to it without any sort of problems, right? Which is super nice, right? So if I go ahead and do that, I should in theory be able to put 4 water buckets down like so over in this spot here and get some ice. Also do note you can also technically tick accelerate this guy to go ahead and speed up the process if you want. Maybe not. I thought you get ice from breaking the pure daisy. Huh, I got snow. I think I'm going crazy. Snow blocks could be, you know, with an alchemy catalyst. That's interesting. Barrel mixing with snowballs. That's actually smart. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the alchemy catalyst really fast because, well, that's going to allow me to do one of 2 things. I'm going to be able to turn other things into other things, but more importantly, I want to be able to turn snow blocks into ice. So I just need a quick and dirty alchemy catalyst from Britannia, which shouldn't be too bad. It just requires 2 brewing stands, which luckily for us we can go ahead and make, and we need a mana pearl, which means just grabbing a ender pearl like so and throwing it into our mana pool. And just like that, we now have ourselves a mana pearl, which is going to allow us to go ahead and make the catalyst like so. And I'm only going to go ahead and use 2 of our snow blocks because, well, I can turn that into a blast chiller, and then the blast chiller will just turn water into ice infinitely without needing any sort of mana, thankfully, right? So bam, bam, boom. Go ahead and drop 2 things of snow blocks. It looks like we don't have enough mana, so we're gonna go ahead and need to cook up some quick and dirty mana using some coal. With our 2 pieces of ice acquired, what we're gonna go ahead and do is go ahead and make that blast chiller like I mentioned earlier, which shouldn't be too bad to make once we go ahead and do that, and it should be good to go. We just need some invar gears, which again should be relatively simple. The redstone flux coils are easy enough. And then I believe the machine frames are also really simple and easy to make. And then we should be good to go. Oh, wait, we need packed ice. Ooh, we need more ice. So we're going to need a lot more than that. So actually, funny enough, if I take some water, is it just water though? Let's go find out. So if I take this and we go down to our little create area and I put down a block in front of our little fan here, destroy that, do something like this. I guess we would want something like this, right? So that way it doesn't block the fan. If I do this, does that cool down this enough so I can go ahead and make some ice? Oh, I think I understand now. So water plus ice plus fan gives us blue ice. Is that what it's trying to tell me right now? I think that's what it's trying to tell me. So if I do this, will that convert into packed ice? It's doing some sort of particle effect. Did we make packed ice? We did make packed ice. Okay, that's actually really cool. And then I should be able to say boop, and now we have the blast chiller, and then the blast chiller can come over here, and I guess we fill it with water. Once I go ahead and do that, let's go ahead and move this, I guess, like here maybe. And then on the bottom, I'll go ahead and put a sink. Do I have a sink spare? That one's being used. I guess I'll be making another sink. Okay, so I should be able to go ahead and hook up this blast chiller relatively easily. So what I'm going to do is place my sink down like so, and then put some fluid pipes. Make sure that this input on the bottom, output on the top, like so. And then I just need one more fluid pipe to go ahead and connect that bad boy up. And and that should be good to go. And then that's gonna turn all of our water here into ice for us, which is going to be beautiful. So there you go. There is that bad boy. Go ahead and fill that up like so, and then that should start to go ahead and make some ice. Now I wonder if I make blue ice directly from the blast chiller. I would probably guess not, if I had to guess. Yeah, no. Okay, so if I want this, I'm gonna have to do, you know what I also could do actually? If I really wanted this to go absolutely crazy, I could make another one of these netherite barrels with the upgrades and then also make the compacting upgrades and whatnot. But I think for now, just setting down a drawer is gonna be more than enough. The main reason why I wanted this ice is because I want to make blue ice, right? And packed ice. Oh wait, oh, I made a mistake. I just realized I could like wishy-wash it and, you know, turn it into packed ice 1-to-1, which is far better than doing like 8-to-1. Like, what is Minecraft smoking, bro? You know what's funny actually? If I make another compacting drawer real fast, I should in theory be able to, if I can spell, I should be able to easily compact down our ice into whatever ice we need here. So if I put this down and I pop down the packed ice in here, it's gonna tell me exactly how many blue ice I can get, which is that many. I believe this is also acquired through Silk Touch, right? Yes. Okay, good. I was about to be really worried there for a second. Okay, so I guess what we're gonna go ahead and do is, I don't know how much I'm gonna need this kiwi anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the water like so for blue ice. I believe it's blue ice, and then this guy needs to be also be lava for Blackstone here. So yes, lava and ice makes Blackstone, which is currently being produced. And then all I have to do is, hold on, cover this up and then pick this up and then put a new drawer there, and hopefully we'll go ahead and get as much of this stuff, Blackstone, as we possibly can want here. And oh my god, like there goes like 8 million quests. What the heck just happened? Yeah, let's go ahead and set this up to be crushed. Let me also make sure to lock this up like so, and I'm gonna need another flux hammer and another flux sieve here, and also another netherite mesh. Great. Unfortunately guys, it's time to wrap up today's episode. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to go ahead and set up the flux hammer and flux sieve in between episodes. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get that done. But as always guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of All the Mods 9 to the Skies. With that being said, I'm gonna love ya. I'm gonna leave ya till next time, where we're gonna be posting more gaming videos. Bye bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out.